My name is Brandon Kleyla. I am a set decorator at Walt Disney Imagineering and currently working on this little project here, so staying busy.
So Avatar, it's been almost a couple of years since it was announced for Disney's Animal Kingdom. Where are we in the project, or where are you for that matter in the project?
A lot of research, a lot of, I mean, all of this is stuff that we brought back from Pandora. So for me, working on this, you know, it's nice to be able to actually study, you know, weaponry that the Na'vi have made and stuff like that, looking at the blades. You know, the textiles that you'll see and the feather work and all of that type of their ceremonial outfit, the ceremonial headdress up in that corner. That's pretty cool. So for me, you know, this really helps me because I'm going to have to recreate a lot of this for when we get into the park.
So you're telling me that the artifacts, the floating rock over there, the glowing plant, these are all
piece of Unobtainium.
These are all straight from Pandora.
Straight from Pandora. Straight from our lovely hiking boots. Straight from Pandora.
Those are
My husband wants those back.
Those are some rather large boots. Who wore those?
They do have, those are actually from our Na'vi guide that showed us around Pandora, so that was very helpful.
What did you learn from Pandora?
A lot about, you know, it's like when you study any culture, you learn a lot about how they live and their way of life and whatnot. So it's pretty fascinating to see how they operate, especially in relation to wildlife. You know, the Leonopteryx, the Thantors, the Banshees, that type of stuff. The wildlife is very fascinating, on top of everything else.
So as a Walt Disney Imagineer, what do you take away from Pandora and think, you know, that'd be great for Disney's Animal Kingdom?
Oh man, what do you not? I mean, you know, everything just kind of fits in. I mean, you think of what the original mission statement for Animal Kingdom was, and it fits nicely, and there's so much fun stuff to bring. I mean, you can, you know, we've got our video running here that we were given that shows the wildlife and the beauty of Pandora, and then our trip there with the guys. It's just so much that you can bring that I think is really going to be a lot of fun.
What about these interesting people looking at interesting things on that laptop?
Yes, zoom in on the laptop there. You're going to see some familiar faces during our expedition, our trip. So there's Joe and Tom while they were out there studying. Yeah. They'll rotate some. There we are, studying some of the local wildlife.
So the imagery you're seeing here, you can imagine looking ahead, whenever Avatar makes it to Animal Kingdom, this is a good representation of the types of colors and textures and that sort of thing that we'll see.
I think so. You know, the only thing that we're not, well, we can kind of, if you take a look at the bean pod there, our pods, the way they, you know, pulsate and the colors, that's one thing that's kind of tricky to represent here on a smaller scale is the plant life of Pandora. So I think that's one thing that everyone will really be blown away is when we study the plant life and the trees and even the smallest bushes are absolutely gorgeous. So I think the nightlife of Pandora will really be something that's going to be amazing.
Animal Kingdom needs some good nightlife.
Yeah, I think it'll really bring everything to life.
When do you think all of that will be coming to life?
We are still in a lot of research, making sure that, you know, we work with the Na'vi and all of that to get everything correct. So we haven't really tied down a date yet, but we're working hard.